Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
the podcast.
Hi.
Hello. Welcome to the July 1st through 3rd, skip the 4th, and then the 5th week of General Hospital. Is that a good way to do it?
That was perfect.
I mean, we didn't have 5 episodes this week. And it kept throwing me. I don't know about you because we don't watch spoilers or anything. But I kept seeing stuff about like Franco and Liz's wedding. So when I watched Friday, I was like, did we not get an episode or something?
No.
I guess it's all happening next week.
Yeah.
So stop it. Like, we can't be putting that much promo ahead of time because I'm thinking this is happening and then I'm thinking I'm behind. And
well, I don't like it because I feel like that was such the hyper focus this week that there was no 4th of July celebration.
Oh, I had a lot of things, but there were not.
I felt like I missed an episode. We just said last week, next week everyone's going to go see the fireworks.
Jason and Sam were going to watch the fireworks. They always watch them from the penthouse.
Yeah. There was no fireworks.
Yep. Because isn't it like that's one of the things, like Jason loves fireworks.
Yeah.
And then is Lila's kids not happening?
Right?
You know?
Exactly.
Is that not happening? Because they usually have the park and the kids are counselors. And I think that would have been a thing for Jocelyn to struggle with because Oscar did volunteer.
But I feel like they would have made
They watched the fireworks last year on the blanket, But
yeah, what the heck?
Like, there's so much stuff that they just totally, that would have been difficult for her.
It would have. But it would have been a good thing for them to push her and make her do.
Right.
To continue up, her activities and be out there with her friends and stuff.
Like, maybe not feel comfortable going to the park or go to Oscar's Meadow and watch the fireworks with him, or something like that. So.
Yeah, I don't know what. I was really disappointed, though, because even looking back, like, there was a ton of different things on Instagram and whatever of people saying, fireworks celebration in 1984, fireworks celebration. It has been a yearly thing almost every year. Where the heck?
And now we have Dev. Let's introduce him to American fireworks.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure they don't celebrate the 4th of July in Turkey.
No, I don't think so.
They have the 4th of July, but they don't celebrate it the way we do.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Did you ever get tricked on, how they always have like those little quizzes and stuff? And it's like, does Ireland have the 4th of July? And the actual answer is, well, yeah. But people automatically say no because they're like, no, they're not American.
That makes me think my sister always hosts Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And her mother-in-law comes, and my brother's girlfriend is from Czech Republic. And every single year, my sister's mother-in-law asks her if they celebrate Thanksgiving. And every single year, she gives like a super polite answer because she doesn't want to make the woman feel bad. But every single year, we're like, wonder if tomorrow she's going to ask if they celebrate.
Good for her for being sweet about that.
She is. Though. She's super nice about it. But it's so funny. And I'm just like, why? Like, she's not that old. Why does it not click? Like, yeah, no, they don't have that there. It's to celebrate America. They don't do that in Czech Republic.
Right.
So.
Well, we just kind of covered a lot in a very short amount of time.
I'm sorry. That was just super disappointing because I love watching them watch fireworks. Like, you can see the romance and then the friendships and, like, the families. And you got none of it this week.
Yeah. Like, the whole Dev thing, though, like, I can't figure out if I like that kid or not. I think it's interesting, but I don't understand what they're doing.
Like the chemistry with him and Josh.
But why is she being such a jerk?
She is being such a jerk, but he is being a little too at home that I feel like that would annoy me, too.
Yeah. But she's just been that way from the get-go.
Yeah.
And he owned up to the fact. He was like, that wasn't anything. That was me.
Yeah.
He didn't let her continue to think it. He was like, wait. That happened that night. No. That was me. Sorry about that.
Yeah, but I think she took that as you're doubting that Oscar was there and Oscar.
That's true.
She felt that Oscar was there. And so I think she took it as he dismissed the whole thing. Like, the whole thing was just silly. And she really was putting some weight into it.
That's true. Yeah, but she's definitely not being
No, she's not being
kind.
She's not being kind.
All.
But it's like borderline flirting, but not flirting. And I don't like that. Like we just talked about, we don't want them pushing them into a relationship just yet. She needs some more time to grieve.
Right.
Scout.
That was the first thing I wrote.
She's supposed to be 2, and we now have her as a 5-year-old.
Scout aged should be 2.
Yeah.
Check mark.
She's a cute little girl.
She is,
And
yeah.
I like them adding kids in if they're going to actually interact with them because that's nice.
Right.
But 5, that's kind of a big leap.
Yeah.
Especially whenever Danny just turned, 7?
Well, but also with Avery, I mean, she's right.
Are they going to age
I
Avery?
hope not.
Oh, no, because I
like baby Avery, toddler Avery.
Yes.
They better not. Don't age Avery.
That will make me so
and
sad.
Get Scout back to being 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not sure what storyline they can give a 5-year-old versus a 2-year-old. So why did we need to jump?
Why did that have to happen? Right.
Yeah. Even if you would have wanted to push her to 3, because there's a little more conversation there.
Yeah.
Like an older 3.
3 or 4.
But 5, unless they're gonna have her hanging out with Leo going to pre-K.
Leo's gonna come back 8.
You think?
I don't know.
I hope not.
We haven't seen Leo in a long time.
We haven't seen Leo in a long time.
They do talk about him though. So the kid is James is gonna come back talking.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Since he didn't have a first birthday, he can be 8 tomorrow, and you can't really dispute it.
No.
Jeez. No, she's a cute little girl, and I like the interaction with her and Drew and stuff. But
yeah,
they covered you bringing up why would Frisco let Robert get fired, which as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, look, Shannon, called
we are so good at guessing this stuff for the most part.
That was all you that mentioned Frisco would be in charge.
Yeah, but at the same time, our conversations kind of drag out that stuff, so it's not always something that I just think of, but I do just think of the weirdest things. I did like when Robert said, first of all, Laura had no idea.
Right?
Wouldn't she have been one of the first?
Yeah.
I feel like she would have. But when he said, today's spies, it's a youthful business requiring about 60 years of experience. And I'm like, that's most jobs nowadays. Right. You need at least a bachelor's or a master's degree and 15 years experience.
But we want you to be 22.
Right. And no, that's not how that works. That's not.
Very true.
Yeah.
Robert, I could not think of who I was speaking of there. Robert called out Laura about asking about Dante treatment. And I was like, it's about time, because we've said this several times.
He said it perfectly. As someone who is such a supporter of mental health, it wasn't just how... And Maxie still.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed. I really am, because I feel like the focus, not that it shouldn't be an ongoing storyline, but the focus on mental health enough that everyone should be very well aware who you're saying what to.
Right. Mac, when he was talking about that there's higher standards for dads, no. Standards for dads are nowhere near as strict as they are for moms. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's absolutely true.
Yep.
And I appreciate the fact that even though we all know he does not care for Jason at all, he was not going to let his legal rights be compromised, but I couldn't tell if Chase was sucking up to him or just honestly being nice, because he is an honest, nice guy.
He is an honest, nice guy. It seemed a little overboard, but I don't know, maybe he's kind of realizing you have Mac being police commissioner and then Robert going to be DA. You need to kiss both these guys' butts because they're going to run the town here.
Yeah. But I think that Mac was also in tune with, all right, he just wants to go see his girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know? So maybe that was more of it.
Maybe.
He wasn't really necessarily sucking up for his job as much as,
yes.
Can I just go see Willow now? My homework's done. Can I go play?
I just want to sit in the interrogation room and talk to my girlfriend.
I was so upset when he started lying, though, for Michael.
Yeah, that's not like him. And Mac was not having any of it.
Yep. And he was like, that's the only time.
Yeah. I'm not going to do this again.
I don't think it's going to be an issue, though. So.
No. Hopefully. I mean, they shouldn't be doing... I feel like Sam is going to get more out of going to Beecher's Corners than Jason does. So we're not going to need Michael there again anyway. It was nice of that chick. I can't remember what's the chick's name. The waitress.
Carol?
Okay.
Lockhart?
That sounds right.
Lockwood?
So, I didn't pay attention to the last name. But anyway, Carol says, Jason and Michael didn't lie to me, blah, 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 blah. And so that was a good base for her to learn to trust that whole group of people. But I feel like Sam, with her womanly ways, is going to be able to get more than they were ever going to get.
She's going to seduce the cop. Right. So the only thing is, she's like, I've pulled all these cons. She doesn't change her appearance, though. How does she think people don't recognize her?
I don't know.
Because she's making it sound like people won't recognize her. And I'm like,
I don't know
You're
how
20
that
minutes
cop
away.
didn't recognize her as Jason's wife, girlfriend, whatever.
Right.
Like, they've been in the paper enough times together.
Right.
So I don't understand. But men are stupid if a pretty lady talks
And
to
if he's
them.
all into Shiloh, you think Shiloh wasn't texting him,
Right.
look at this
By the
hottie
way.
or whatever, you know?
Right.
We're not okay with Shiloh texting him that. We're just saying it would be in character
Yes.
for him to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right, especially since he was pulling her into all the Donna Day stuff, and the cop is in Donna Day also. Like,
Right.
here's our new trustee or whatever. Like, it doesn't make any sense
No.
that they would not know who she was. But I like seeing her in characters like that, though. She's, like, fun.
Yeah. Well, then Jason in the suit on
Yes.
Friday, we're just going to stick on storyline and not even on days. He looks good.
He did, and
But beyond that,
every time he comes on screen, I'm still like, we are standing next to him. He is so cute.
yeah, he does. But he did a really good job. Like,
He did.
would Jason before the accident have been a lawyer? Maybe I know he was going to med school,
Right.
But I mean, he had the portfolio and everything.
He could have gone to college with Robert that we didn't know had gone to school to be a lawyer.
Jason's considerably younger than Robert.
Maybe
I don't think they would have gone to college together.
Did they say when Robert went to college?
Wouldn't it have been back in the 70s?
Was it way back? I don't know if they said that.
The second that Laura said that, I was like, Robert's DA.
Yep. Yeah.
I was like, that's it. Which I like.
I do too. I liked, as much as I don't like Mac, I feel like if Mac was a real life person, I would really like him because he's such a stand-up nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
But as a soap character, I don't like him because he comes across so boring most of the time. But in his policeman roles, he's not boring.
I absolutely agree. And not a spoiler alert, but we're going to be talking about the Scorpio brothers.
Yes.
For the next 2 weeks. So
Woo-hoo.
we will definitely get more in depth about both of them. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen, though, because now that Mac is, I know he's just supposed to be temporary. But
I think I'm going to like him.
Is it going to be temporary? We kind of talked about this a couple weeks ago. I don't feel like it's...
Well, what's she going to do if she
Can they have
take
two?
Over?
Can they have two commissioners?
I don't think you... I mean, they can because it's General Hospital. They
Of
can do
course.
whatever they want. But I don't think in real life that you can.
Oh, and then TJ saying that he's going to quit.
I have that down with a laughing emoji. Look, TJ Money laughing emojis because you had just said the other day, if they turn around and say this is going to impact TJ's life, I'm going to flip out. And he's like,
I sure as heck did.
To medical school because it's too much money. I'm going to go, I don't even know what, get a job somewhere.
He has a headhunter.
Like, give me a break.
You don't get a headhunter until you're established. I'm sorry. Right. You know, it's...
I mean,
temp agency is what an undergrad does.
He does have a lot of medical knowledge, like he showed us. So maybe he's good enough for a headhunter.
But do you know how many people work their way through school? I was a single mother and lived on my own, raising 2 kids, and went to school. It was before online education.
Yeah.
You know, plenty of people, and I worked.
Right.
Plenty of people do it. You know, it is absolutely not easy, but you do it if you have to. Right. You know, and...
No, that's just real life. I didn't live on my own because I was lucky enough to live with my mom. But yeah, I worked and went to school full time.
Right.
When Matt was little, like...
Right.
That's what you do. You got to make the money and get the education.
And he only has him to worry about.
Right.
You know,
they have no kids. Him and Molly aren't even engaged, let alone like...
How are they even affording their place, though, if he's not working? Because they have their apartment. Neither one of them work.
Maybe that's why he's saying he's going to go get a job. Maybe they've been paying for it for him, which is awful if so.
Right.
But maybe, I don't know.
I don't No.
But yeah, that was just so...
He's in his mid-20s now. He's not a teenager anymore. You got to step up and pay your own bills, dude.
Yeah.
But, I mean, even in medical school, you know, it's...
But you still... No matter what you're going to school for, you take out a loan to cover school, and then you can always take out extra to cover your living expenses.
Mm-hmm. I'm still paying. Okay, so that is part of how I did it.
Exactly. I'm not saying that that's, you know, the best. If you have other options, that's not what you would choose to do. But realistically, if that's what you have to do, that's what you have to do.
Right.
So
especially if he's going to be a doctor, he's going to get a good paying job.
You're going to get your money back. Yeah.
Right. Even though they wind up paying a ton of money. And it's because that's the one thing that drives me crazy is when people talk about how much money doctors make. And it's like, yeah, but you have no idea how much money they have to pay into like malpractice insurance and all those different things that they have to be a part of. You know, it's like actors. They don't necessarily, yes, that's their quote unquote salary, but a good chunk of that goes to other people.
Right.
You know, so
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most doctors don't make money for the first couple years because they're busy paying back stuff and
Right.
have to have all the extra insurance and stuff. But eventually, he's going to make enough money that he can pay back whatever the loans
Absolutely.
are.
Especially if he keeps knowing everything.
Right, exactly. He's going to be a specialist in a week or two.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's funny though.
I'm glad that Stella said that he can't quit.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
And I feel like Molly wouldn't be okay with that either because she has her head on straight also.
Right.
She wouldn't be like, oh, okay, yeah, babe, that sounds great. You can just drop out of school now and get back to it later.
Right.
She would be.
She's going to flip out on him.
Yeah. And not that it's her responsibility either, but I feel like she would say, I'll pay a little bit more of the rent or I'll do such and such.
Really want to know who's paying their bills now, though.
Yeah.
Why have we not thought about this?
I don't know.
But she's almost done. She needs to get a job
so she can
at the Invader so she can. Lulu just got the brilliant idea to get a fake address.
Oh, I know. She must have been listening to us.
Seriously. Like, I can't even.
I can't even because that's not even a reporter type of knowledge. That's just general safety. Like,
well, and then what kind of property is Lucy just letting her use for free? You know, there's so many things. There's just so
too many faults in that storyline.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place.
All right. How about Scott proposing to Bobby?
What is going on with him? He says he's not having a midlife crisis, yet he is doing the exact opposite of what
just how kind of like Franco said to him, how did you make that leap? Like when I told you to go find happiness, I didn't even go walk up to the next stranger and propose. Not stranger, but you know what I mean. They have not been dating for years. Like,
yep.
What are you doing?
Well, and he said you have to go find Ava.
Yeah.
You know, Bobby was nowhere on the radar there. I love that she was like, are you crazy? No. You never even said you loved me.
An old shoe. Yeah, no thanks. But now they're going to go.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
You know?
I really don't know. Their relationship always seemed weird because it always seemed like he wanted to be with Laura anyway. And then she was Bobby's sister, or she was Luke's sister.
Right.
So what the heck?
Yeah, she was always Laura's backup.
Right.
Not Laura's backup. His backup
for when Laura didn't work out.
Yeah.
So, no, I don't want to be your second choice. Thanks.
Yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to Lucy yet, though.
That seems like the normal.
Yeah.
That would have been where I would have gone to before Ava or Bobby. If you would have said, who's he going to propose to? That's who I would have picked.
I'm just surprised that they're having him have this breakdown now instead of when Gail passed away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because that would have made more sense.
Maybe it's because Franco and Elizabeth I know they're already technically married, but having their wedding reception, that it's making him kind of
maybe
evaluate everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like take a step back and be
or the fact that he's on that scooter and now he's starting to feel old. Although I have a friend in her 20s who she did something to her knee and she was on one of those scooters for a couple weeks. So
that would be hard to navigate. I feel like I would fall over all the time.
Yeah, like what the heck did he do?
But, yeah, I don't know.
So I don't even know where that's going.
It's nice that they're going to go to Franco's wedding together. So
yes.
Maybe they can see where they're going to end up.
Yes.
But it was so out of the blue. Like,
well, and then when he said to Franco, he's like, I want what you have, you know, with Liz and the kids. And I'm like, Serena?
Yeah.
Do we remember you have a child?
Right. That would be
She's in Paris, right? She's in Paris?
Everyone's in Paris. So I feel like that would be.
She's in Paris with Livy Locke.
Yes.
Yep.
We did bring that up when we did the Baldwin stuff.
Yep. So
maybe she could come back.
Scott, you have a child. Let's not forget that.
And even with the proposal, like I get that it was for the moment, but wouldn't you like go buy some flowers or like some type of ring or something?
There's gift shops in the hospital.
Please don't walk up to outside the elevator doors and be like, hey, yo, by the way.
Right. You want to get married? Yeah. We haven't dated in 30 years.
Right.
Want to get hitched?
Like a logical way to go.
Yeah. That's crazy, though.
Do you think that Joss is going to go with Cameron to the wedding? Or do
I
you
don't
think
know.
this is going to be time for him and Trina?
I honestly have no idea.
I can't tell if they're trying to make them a couple if they're not.
Neither can I. Because he looked absolutely crushed. But
Mhm.
he's not delusional. He has to know that,
Right.
no, this is not going to happen right now.
And he was friends with Oscar. I don't feel like he'd even want it to just yet. Because he doesn't
Right.
want to be like the rebound off of Oscar's death.
Right.
But
I don't know.
I don't know. When they had the four of them hanging out, I thought that that's definitely where they were going. But now they keep them apart. I don't know. It's just so weird. And then she was flirting with Cousin Deb. So
Yeah. And he was flirting right back.
he was.
So I really don't know.
I don't know.
Because
But summertime is usually the time of like the teenage storylines to get the new,
yeah.
I was going to say readers, but watchers hooked to the storyline. So I guess we'll see. But the fireworks would have been a perfect thing for them to go see together
Maybe.
and see if there were some other sparks flying.
Exactly. It's the perfect cliche.
Yeah.
But it works.
Exactly.
It never gets old.
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, I don't know.
What else did you have? I kind of spouted off all the topics.
No, it's okay. That's what I'm looking. Ava seemed really weird. Like she seemed just different. I don't know if it was because she was getting ready to go to
The psychic.
the psychic seance, whatever.
Yeah.
But she did not seem.
That was just weird. Like, even whenever they presented that calendar alert a couple days ago about dinner with Kiki or whatever, that was weird, too. Like, just the way she was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to keep that reservation. But I was like, why are you being so overly dramatic about it? Like, keep it or don't. It's totally up to you. But why are you being weird?
If you made a reservation a year ago, though, if you and I made a reservation to go to the melting pot in a year and I died,
I'm still going without you, just so you know.
You wouldn't struggle at all with should I go or should I not?
Like, more chocolate for me. No. I would struggle. Like, obviously it would bring up, like, sadness, but...
Yeah, because I don't want to kill one of your kids, so I don't want to...
Thank you. Thank you for making it you, not one of my kids.
Right.
No, I would struggle with it, but I still don't think I would walk around and be like, I got a reminder for dinner with Shannon, but she's dead and I'm going anyway, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
Just be a yes or a no. I don't know. She's very, like, weirdly dramatic. Not that she's not always dramatic, but this week it was like...
It was just
what
weird.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah. And then her whole exchange with Jax.
And same thing if you... Okay, so if she had the dinner reservation, and that was why she couldn't do the photo shoot, that was in your calendar, you wouldn't have booked the photo shoot for that time. And if you're calling up a psychic... You can make it whenever you want to make it. You know, they have appointments just like doctor's offices or whatever.
Yeah.
So why would you make it when you're supposed to have the photo shoot? That didn't make any sense. Like that, again, that was a big deal too, where Jax is like, no, we have a contract. You need to be here. I can't. I'm going to see my psychic. Well, you know, you just made that appointment 2 days ago because you got the idea from the whole Oscar seance. So
I don't know if the reminder was in her phone or if they text her a reminder. Because you know how you, like, the doctor's office will text you a reminder? What if the restaurant did that too and it wasn't necessarily in her calendar, but they just text her the reminder? Press C to confirm, or that could have been it. Because I absolutely agree. Like, if it was in her calendar, she should have looked at her calendar and said, oh no, I'm not good on Tuesday. Let's go Wednesday. Or, you know, let's do the shoot on Wednesday.
But even if it was the restaurant, I don't understand why you had to do... It felt to me like the restaurant date is the night of the seance for Kiki, right?
I think
Where you're going with that?
Yeah.
Also, okay, just so that we're on the same page. So
I think so. That's how I'm interpreting, is that the psychic is going to dinner with her.
Right.
Is what I'm thinking is going to be happening.
Okay. So maybe she just feels like the spirit will be better aligned that day because it's the 1 year or something like that. But to me, I would be like, hey, I have to work that day. Can we do it tomorrow? I don't, because it's not like her birthday or like something. It was
the day that the article came out against Dr. Bench, though. So the date has a significance.
Maybe, but we'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see what our psychic friend does for her. Maybe it will make a difference.
Ooh, who do you think the psychic's going to be?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you think we're going to see it?
I hope so, because I think that would be interesting.
Maybe it's Lois.
Oh my god. So funny.
I can't see. I don't see her doing that. But I don't know why that. And it has to be Rita Sofer, not the girl.
No,
not the freak house.
No. No substitutes for that. Oh my god, that would be so funny.
We should should just like write a fandom blog, like a fan account, whatever it's called. You know, fan fiction. That's it.
There you go. That's funny.
So,
oh, you can pick up your next topic in a second, but I liked Sunny interacting with Shiloh's attorney. I like her.
Yeah.
She was like,
she's like,
on
we pull out those dimples for everyone.
Exactly. She was cute.
No, that was really
and
good.
Shiloh was like annoyed, and she was like, why are you being annoyed? Like, I'm allowed to talk to whoever I want, and you obviously have controversy in this town, so just shut up.
And
like,
but why is she just now starting to question the way that he gets his stuff?
Right.
You know?
Right.
I mean,
Diane said to you in the courtroom that wasn't fair.
Right.
That wasn't
and
right.
she should have questioned her own client. How did you get this information? And if he doesn't want to disclose, I'm pretty sure there is some kind of an accountability to her profession that.
So he took the washcloth or whatever he said he had so that they could run the DNA test. That DNA test will just say, no, it's not your baby.
Right.
So how, I wonder, are they going to jump from that to the baby's actually Michael's?
I was wondering that too, because as far as I know, it's not like he's in the system that they're just going to run it against CODIS.
Right.
Because why would they do that?
No, it's not like
it's not a
police
crime.
lineup. Right.
Right.
Exactly. It's a personal DNA test.
Right.
So it's going to come back, no, the baby's not his. And then that should be the end of it.
Do you think that they'll run it against Willow too? And she'll find out that she's not actually the mom? And then Mel would be in the system. Would she?
I guess, yeah, I mean.
Oh, it could go that way.
So I had to do paternity tests when my son was born because his dad was being a jerk. We'll clarify that's the reason why. There was no doubt on what that test was going to say. But yeah, they swabbed both of us and him. So.
But that probably wouldn't be like a criminal. Like that wouldn't be in.
But that was just a regular paternity test. So if you're saying a regular paternity test for Wiley, they should use hers also to get more accurate results.
I think so. But then when it shows up,
but if they're running it on the down low, I don't know.
But if it shows up that it's neither one of their kids, do you think it will pop up that Nell is the mother? Somehow.
It shouldn't. I mean, obviously we're in TV land, so maybe.
I can't think of any time that she's had her DNA taken.
And it shouldn't because, again, it's not run against the whole system. It's just run. They're not trying to find who his parents are.
They're just trying to find matches.
They're trying to say, are these the parents? And so it should just hit, no, it's not. And that should be the end of it.
Right.
Which, I mean, I guess then.
Going to be really interesting.
I guess then Willow knows, obviously, that she thought she gave her baby to them. So now where is her baby at? But it still shouldn't instantly link to. Like, I don't know how they're going to turn around and be like, well, that's then Nell and Michael's baby. Because as far as Brad and Lucas, no. Like, they handed me this baby at the hospital and it was our baby. Like, we don't know where else it came from. At least that'd be my story that I was sticking to.
That is going to be interesting. Because I was wondering the same thing. Because I'm like, it's not like it's going to say, you're not the dad, but Michael is when it comes back. Because there's no reason for them to be running it.
Yeah, it shouldn't run against that whole database. It should just run, are you or aren't you?
Where did that washcloth come from?
He wiped Wiley's mouth somewhere.
But who gave it to Wiley? Was it a gift from Michael, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Could one of Michael's hairs be on it? Or could Michael have... You know, like, what if
I guess so,
but what if they find 2 male DNA on it? Or
that's
3
the match,
and they're like, well, it matched one of the guys, we just don't know which one it is, or it's the one that's not Shiloh, and then they'd be like, well, who else could it be? Oh, Godfather Michael, because he kissed Wiley's blanket.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You're stretching a little bit, but I know
could be a writer.
Mean.
Come on.
Maybe.
I don't know. We're just trying to work out this poor kid's genealogy.
I just want to know how it's all gonna like come to light. I mean, I guess we just have to watch and find out.
Yeah.
They keep spouting off Wiley, and because Brad is like, oh no, when they figure this out, then they're gonna figure out that Wiley is Michael's. I don't see, like, to me, they're not the same line of questioning.
Right. No, I don't think they are, but that's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to have to bridge that gap with.
Or else maybe just he'll end up confessing because they're going to be like, she gave you her baby and that's not her baby. So what the heck? And maybe he'll just confess then.
Maybe.
Because that was kind of like, I didn't understand why he went to go see Nell, was because Nell has nothing to do with it. Until he says, oh yeah, that's Nell's baby. No one's going to think anything of it.
Right.
Nell's baby died. No one's questioning that.
Right. Except for Obrecht knows that the baby didn't. We haven't seen her in a while either.
No, we haven't.
I wonder if she'll be at the wedding. She's friends with Franco.
She is, but they were saying they were keeping it small. It's not a wedding; it's just a reception.
Yeah, but oh god, do you think Heather Weber's somehow going to show up?
Like, I hope not. I don't like her. She's crazy.
Does anyone?
But I mean,
I mean,
back in the day, she was like good crazy.
well, she got the LSD, remember?
Yeah, now
and then
she's
she went
just too
bonkers.
crazy.
Yes.
I'm good with some crazy, but too crazy is just an add to the storyline. It just confuses me.
It's true though.
See?
Yes.
All right, that's all that I had. What else do you have? Anything?
I just feel bad for Neil. That's just a difficult situation to be in. I'm glad that he is continuing to see Alexis because I think that
She needs it.
she needs it and he needs it too.
Yeah.
Because he can't expect no one to ever find out about his daughter.
Right.
You know, and
again, it was a simple Google search, it appeared, that Diane did to
Right.
bring up that information. So, did you really think no one else was going to find it?
right. And I was happy to see her take accountability of her own actions.
For once.
So her therapy's working. So we need to keep working
Yes.
with her. I was happy to see Christina confess.
I was too, but that was so dumb.
It was weird
Like, why was that her confession?
to get back at her mom because she thought it was going to get back at her. But then, like, I'm just confused by this whole Sam recording Carol, you know, or whatever her name is, you know, and she's like, oh, this is going to be enough for. It looks like she is reading something off the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that that's not
Yeah, coerced
Sam
statement.
right?
Yeah.
Making her say that. So who knows?
Yeah, that's a lot of hearsay for that whole case. I don't see it being
Mhm.
anything.
I was happy to see that it looks like Harmony is going to
Oh, yeah.
help.
Yeah, she actually did seem like she didn't know that he killed her.
I agree. But she knew that she was drugging her own daughter.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't defending her.
No.
She's
No, no, no.
ridiculous. But yes, I did believe that, like, when he said that she honestly was like, what? Wait a second. No, that's not how it's supposed to go.
Why did they have Spinelli looking into how they got that drug to begin with? Because they found out what kind of drug it was.
Right.
Why didn't they see if anyone in the house had a prescription? And they know Shiloh's real name.
Mhm.
So guys dropped the ball.
They did. Yeah, that would have been an easy find.
That would have been a perfect thing to have Spinelli there for. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying.
They can't tell that we love Spinelli and want him on
Just a
all
bit.
the time.
Jax was finally on the opening.
Yes.
Because on Tuesday I said, still no Jax in the credits.
Right.
And Friday it said Jax in the
They
credits.
added Trina, too.
Yes. Well, and that's where I was starting to get mad because she was first. And I was like,
Oh.
seriously, if they don't have Jax.
Mhm.
And the new Nina's there too.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
she is.
was she out this week? No.
Yes, she was on earlier in the week because remember she was yelling at Drew about selling her company. Wasn't that this week?
I don't know.
Or was that
Having
last week?
Thursday off was really weird,
It
even though
was.
I don't watch it on the same day all the time.
Mhm. No, I kept
But
thinking,
it was
like, even today,
2 different weeks.
before coming over here, Megan was like, don't you need to catch up? And I was like, no, I'm caught up, but I don't feel like I'm caught up because
Same.
I'm still missing something.
I was surprised that Carly was so uncertain about if they can handle having
Yeah.
a baby with special needs or different needs, especially since they know that a child can be born, quote unquote, perfectly healthy and
Mhm.
develop issues later, like
Yep.
Morgan,
Right.
you know? So, but Sonny was the sweetest.
He's good.
And I agreed with it. I was so happy when he was like, you need to stay off the internet.
Yeah, that was funny.
I was like
literally
thank
shut her computer.
you.
Get off.
But, and then let it drop. You know, it seemed like that was a comfort, but I mean, I've told you 1.5 million times, like I still feel guilty sometimes. And I know for a fact that there was absolutely nothing that I
Right.
should feel guilty about. It just happens, you know? And
mom guilt is there no matter what. Even if your kid is quote unquote perfect, there's still something that's
they just have their own,
right, but they're
they
kids.
all do.
Yeah. I mean, they're kids. No
Yeah.
kid is perfect. But even if you have a medically perfect kid or, you know, the smartest kid, like they fail,
Mhm.
you know, the kid that's awesome at academics is not always awesome at sports. The
Correct.
kid that's awesome at sports isn't always awesome at academics.
Mhm.
And even if they are, maybe they don't have the best, you know, they're not socially outgoing or whatever.
Right.
Just, there is no perfect kid, person,
No.
whatever. And no matter what your kid's shortcomings are, somehow it's your fault. Or
Absolutely.
you make yourself feel like it's your fault. So
And the moms that make you feel bad about it, that act like they're all perfect and
Are the
everything,
ones that are
they're the
even
ones with the
more-
biggest hot mess.
exactly. So
Mom shaming is horrible.
yeah.
It is. It's just,
It is. It's awful. So I understand Carly's mom guilt because that's a real thing.
Mhm.
But
well, especially where Joss had a kid. Oh, and then there's that. Joss needed a kidney transplant. So, I mean, they've definitely... And Michael's been shot.
Yeah, they've had plenty of
They've had enough that she knows. But, again, still, it's there.
Yeah, no, I understand her guilt, and I understand the desire to play on the internet, because the second that I find out anything's wrong with my kids, or even suspect they have like a cold or something, I'm online trying to figure it all out. But
yeah,
the internet is evil in some ways, and you just need to listen to your doctor and not try to handle things before they happen. Like, they won't know until that baby's born.
Like, do your research enough to ask the questions, but you can't. And
I hope they just continue to show Sonny in a supportive manner.
Speaking of good fathers, Laura, when she was talking with Cam,
yes,
about how I liked how that was the turnaround for him, where she's just like, you've never had a good father figure. She's basically saying her own son dropped the ball, too.
That's what I was going to say, is I love that she was taking accountability for Lucky and was like, yeah, you had
I don't think
way
she's
too
taking
many
accountability
people.
or just being honest about the fact that he was not a good dad for you, or he has not been a stable
dad.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
We would like for him to come back and
my God, please.
be a constant present, Jonathan Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
We miss you. And she's seriously like the best ex-mother-in-law.
She is. She is.
Is there any last name that she and Laura, or that she and Laura, Elizabeth and Laura don't share? Because, wait, okay. So Elizabeth slept with her son, both. So she's slept with the Cassadines and the Spencers.
Mm-hmm. So has Laura, right?
Yep. She's a Weber.
Mm-hmm. Baldwin.
She's married to a Baldwin.
Now she's married to Baldwin.
Now she's married to a Baldwin.
Oh.
She's just not ever been a Vining.
Right? You live in too small of a town. If you have the same, all of the same last name.
If your in-law, if your ex-mother-in-law and you both have the same former married names. Seriously, though.
Yeah. Ew. But yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I thought about that.
Oh, that's gross.
Because I was like,
wow.
She's never been a Collins. And she can't be a Collins.
Right.
That we know of. Kevin, we don't know, could have a kid somewhere.
Oh, maybe Ryan has one somewhere.
Oh, my gosh. Ryan could have a baby. Charles Manson has a kid somewhere. So does Ted Bundy.
That's gross, too.
Well, I just feel bad for the kids. They didn't get to choose who their dad was.
No. I just mean...
But could you imagine finding out? I hope that they were raised knowing. Not knowing from, like, preschool. Who's your dad? Ted Bundy. But what was that voice?
I really liked it. I like your kindergarten voice. We're going to have to talk more.
Who's your daddy and what does he do? Ted Bundy. JD, come here. I need you to do your Arnold, who's your daddy and what does he do? Come here. Come here. No. It's going to be part of the... Come here. My husband does a really good Arnold impersonation.
Who am I doing this for?
Our audience.
Just the audience.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
He said Bundy.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Doesn't he sound like
he does? That's really good. That's quite a talent there.
All right, so that's why I can't stay mad at him for too long.
Oh my god.
All right, but I hope that those girls, because I think they were both, I don't know, but I hope that they at least found out like early enough before they had to find out at school.
Right.
Whew. I think that's all that I have.
So we're going to wait to find out if Ryan has a baby somewhere for Elizabeth to hook up with after her and Franco get divorced.
Yes.
Okay.
Could Ryan have fathered Liz's future husband?
Okay.
Ew.
That's so gross.
That's so gross.
Yeah. And I like Franco and Liz, so I
do
hope they
too.
don't break up.
I don't like their smushed name, though.
No.
It's Frizz.
Yeah. No, I don't like that.
No.
They should have come up with something cuter. But
What would it have been?
I don't know. I'm not good at creating names. Anyway, yeah, that's all.
Yeah. Do we have to do a reality check this week, or was that...
I feel like
that was a good enough reality check? Anything real quick that you want to share?
Nope, I can't compete with that at all.
No.
So
my son went off to camp today. So he gets home Saturday morning and then goes to junior ROTC camp on Sunday.
Gosh, that's
and
crazy.
they sent out a text today saying, make sure you get plenty of rest and lots of water. And I'm like, dude, you're going to be gone all week. So.
Yeah. Make sure you drink your water, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You got nothing?
Nothing great.
Did you have a good 4th of July?
We did. We did fireworks. we did fireworks on the 3rd, and I invited their father and his new wife and her kids, and we all saw fireworks together, which makes Megan very happy because she is all about the perfect pictures that people put up on Facebook and all that of families getting along. So it's nice that we're at a point that we can finally do that. And then 4th of July.
Did you have your own fireworks?
So then the 4th of July, I took them all by myself so that I had my me time with them. And then last night we went again. So
Cool.
I had plenty of fireworks, so I didn't mind sharing the one day.
But no family drama fireworks.
No family drama firework. Like we really are past that. It was kind of boring. Like I feel like there could have been more conversation or something, but maybe we'll get there eventually, maybe not.
Hey, baby steps.
Whatever's best for the kids. They were happy. The fireworks were really good. So shout out to Carnegie, PA fireworks. Easy to get into, easy to get out of, and they're
That's
awesome.
what she said.
Oh my gosh. I think Shannon's been drinking today and I wasn't aware of it.
No.
So
No.
yeah, good 4th of July.
All right. So on Thursday, we are actually just going to take turns for the week because we divided up the Scorpio brothers and realized that there's no way we can only do 15 minutes on each of them. So on Thursday, Amanda will be sharing about Robert Scorpio.
Because we all know I don't like Mac.
Yeah. Well, that and he was first.
He was
scene.
first.
So, and then I will share all about Mac next week. And there is a poll up on Facebook right now asking who your favorite Scorpio brother is. So please vote.
And the right answer is Robert. Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.